Don't know if you got a girl. Don't mean no disrespect, but thoughts of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear. Visions of you and I.
Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with another video. If it's your first time coming over, thank you so much. My name is Deanna Marguerite. I hope you will love what you see. You hit that subscribe button and you hit that bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming uploads. If you're an OG to my channel, thank you so much for coming back. And if you are an OG, then you know about this series already. I had this series before I had a baby, before I got pregnant, all that stuff. And I want to bring it back. So it brought me a lot of joy when I did it, and it's I know that I helped some people. So I think that's what my channel really is supposed to be about. Obviously, I love beauty, I love wigs, I love makeup, all of that good stuff, and I love to bring you guys affordable looks all the time. But I feel like sometimes we are so focused on our outer beauty that we don't take care of what's going on the inside, and then we end up still kind of effed up in the head, especially if we don't get things out, if we don't communicate our feelings in the best way that we can. So I think that this is the direction that God wants me to take my channel. I think that this is the best way that I can express my feelings to you guys and just share the things that I've been through. I'm only 28, but I've been through some things in my 28 years of life, and I feel like that I do have something to offer and to give back to you all. So if you're wondering what unit that I have on, this is the It's a Wig Katia. I did do a review on this a while back. If I can remember, I will put it in the description box below so you can check that out. The earrings are from my local beauty supply store, so yeah, like $1. You guys know I'm cheap. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it. I did get an email. I have kind of some emails that have been backed up, and the backed up ones, I went ahead and just emailed those people back my thoughts, but the newer ones I am going to go ahead and incorporate now. So this person says, "Hey Deanna, I hope this email finds you well. I love your channel and I absolutely love your Soul Sunday videos." Well, thank you. This is such a hard email to send, so if you just want to email me back instead of reading this long email on your channel, that would be okay. I just really need some advice. I have a twin sister. We are fraternal twins. I will attach a photo for reference. If you looked at the photo, I did look at the photo, by the way. If you looked at the photo, I am the darker twin. I have struggled my entire life with my self-esteem. My twin has never had an issue with her confidence, and she has never had an issue getting a man either. She stays with a new boo all the time. Last year, I finally thought I met the one after being single since high school. I'm now 24, and we connected right from the beginning. He was sweet to me and never really pressured me for sex. I told him I had a twin, but I also told him we weren't that close either. So months go by and we are dating, and I'm thinking everything is going well. So one day I go to his apartment and we are chilling and watching a movie. He goes to the restroom and his phone goes off. Me being the nosy person that I am, I look at who texted him. It says my sister's name. My sister and I both have really unique names, so I just knew that he was texting my sister. I was instantly pissed, but I have a tendency to jump to conclusions. So when he came back out, I asked him who it was that texted him, and he said his friend. So I told him that I looked at his phone and I knew the person, and it was my sister. OMG, girl, you should have seen his face. He looked like he had just walked in on his mom having sex. I told him to be honest and tell me what he was doing texting my sister, and he said that he had no idea she was my sister and tries to flip things and say we never said we were in a relationship, so he should be free to text whoever. Girl, it took everything in me not to slap him. I just walked out of his apartment and blocked him from my phone and social media platforms. Do you think I should confront my sister about this or just leave it alone? I get so down on myself sometimes because I feel like my sister gets further with guys because she is lighter skinned, and I've always felt like the ugly twin. Please let me know some things you do to maintain and build your confidence. Wow. I'm not gonna say her real name, so I'm just gonna say her name is Karina. I'm looking at an Outre wig box, so yeah, Karina. So Karina, let me just say this, and I need to address this first because this is something that is reoccurring in our African American community, and it is not just in the African American community that this happens. This happens in the Indian community. This happens in the Latino community. This happens worldwide. For some reason, people have it in their head that it is better to be lighter. The lighter you are, the further you will go in life, and the better things will be for you in life. And unfortunately, it is that way. I don't know how it is in other countries, but I've heard things from Latino people who and also Indian people as well. And I don't know about, Africans more so, but if you have insight on that, leave it down in the comment section below. But as far as you feeling like you're the ugly twin, I looked at that picture, Karina, and honestly, you're gorgeous. And I'm not just saying that. I'm really not just saying that, because if you ask anybody around me, I'm very blunt when it comes to how I feel about how people look. But honey, you are gorgeous. And I feel like everybody is always so hard on themselves. We're our hardest critic, and we look in the mirror and sometimes we just want to pick out the things that we hate. Oh, I hate my skin tone. I hate my under eye bags. I hate, my hyperpigmentation, whatever you may have. I don't like my gut. I don't like my hips. I don't like this. I don't like that. And everybody wants something that they don't have. So at the end of the day, we all have to make a conscious effort to look in the mirror and be okay with what we see looking back at us. Even though society will beat you down and make it seem like the lighter the better, we have to consciously let ourselves know that we're okay. God didn't make no mistakes with you, Karina. At the end of the day, you have a twin. One is lighter skin, one is darker skin. Nubians come in all shades. Okay, my daughter came out super light skinned. My mom is mixed, so that's probably where she got that from. But I'm going to teach her that Nubians come in all shades, and what you won't do is make yourself think like you're better than anybody else, any other black woman, because you're lighter skinned. That's definitely not what's going to happen. Now, I'm not exactly sure why you and your twin are not close. I don't know if that's the reason why you're not close. Because maybe, I don't know if she makes you feel bad because you're darker skinned or whatever. Things happen in families and you just don't know. People keep things bottled in. That's why I really want to have this platform and for people to be able to say what they need to say down in the comment section or whatever, because it's never good to keep this type of stuff in. Especially for years at a time. You got things building up, and then you have resentment and hate again in your heart against your own sister. And like I said, sometimes, especially in the black community, we need to stop thinking that therapy and things like that is making it seem like you're crazy or you're just nuts if you go see a therapist. Things like this, I feel like you need to go see a therapist. You and your sister. You need to have some alone therapy sessions just with you and a therapist to work on your confidence building. And then there's other ways you can build your confidence as well. I do daily affirmations. I write things down in my journal. Every day I look in the mirror and I'm like, you know what? You might not have the body that you had before your baby, but at the end of the day, this is what happens when you have a baby. You brought life into this world. You you did some things that some women aren't able to do, and you should feel blessed for it. So at the end of the day, for me, I just had to understand that you asked me what things do I do to build and maintain my confidence. And we all have our days. Some days I just put on certain things that I had pre-baby, like clothes and dresses, like form-fitting dresses and things like that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, when is my body going to get back to where I'm comfortable to put this on? But then there's other days and I'm just like, you know what? Somebody didn't wake up today. I'm still here. I'm still able to go out and work out and do what I need to do to get my body back to where I want it. If you don't like something about yourself, change it. But as far as your skin tone, sweetheart, do not bleach your skin. Do not feel like you are less than because you are darker than your sister, because you're darker than the next African American woman. No. You're beautiful inside and out. And if you have to say that out loud until you believe it, then you need to do that, Karina. At the end of the day, sometimes I had, especially when I was going through postpartum and things of that nature, I would have to literally, that's when I kind of came up with the daily affirmations. When I wake up in the morning, when I get my daughter dressed to go to her sitter, I go ahead and look in the mirror. After all of that is done, I look in the mirror, I get myself together, and I say, you are beautiful. You are worthy. You are not less than. Period. Those things you just have to say, because you have power in your tongue. And sometimes you just have to hear it from yourself and just be like, you know what? I'm going to continue to be me. I'm not my sister. I'm an individual. We are both different, but we're twins and we're always going to be sisters. Now that I've addressed that situation, let's talk about this nigga you was dating. And if you don't like the N-word, I'm sorry, but you know, I'm politically correct in all my other videos. If you want to look at those, then by all means. But right now, I'm being me, and I'm doing, you know, I'm me in my other videos, but right now I'm being uncut and raw. Because at the end of the day, these niggas out here got me all the way messed up and got Karina all the way messed up. Because what's not going to happen is, let me just say this. You said in your email, let's see, that you met this guy and you have been single since you were in high school and you're now 24. So you've been single for quite a while. Not really sure what the circumstances was why you were single. Like maybe, I don't know what the circumstance was, but you finally felt like you met somebody that you connected with. So one mistake that us females will make is that we don't always communicate what our real feelings are, as far as making sure that we're on the same page as the guy that we're talking to. So if we're talking to a guy heavy, say we're talking to a guy, you like Karina, you've been talking to this guy heavy, and I'm gonna just say his name is James. You've been talking to James heavy, and James, you know, is doing all of this stuff for you. He's taking you out, y'all dating, doing this, doing that, and you still haven't established what you are. You need to establish what you are. I think a lot of females, including myself, I've made this mistake as well. Trust me. We get our feelings involved, especially when sex is involved. We get attached, and that's just the bottom line. There's some females out there that can, you know, screw this man and screw that man, and there's no, you know, emotional attachment as well. And we got names for those type of females, but I'm not even gonna go there. But the normal female, when sex is involved, there is an emotional attachment. So you didn't mention in your email that you have been sexually active with James, but I'm gonna just go ahead and assume that you've been sexually active with dude. So say you've been having sex with this man, you've been going to his place, you've been going out on dates, y'all been seen together, all of this other stuff, and then so you're thinking in your head like y'all exclusive. But if you don't have that conversation with him, which he stated, you stated that he stated to you that y'all never established that y'all was in a relationship, That's what pisses us off as women. And at the end of the day, we kind of have to blame ourselves, because if you don't establish something from the beginning, let these men know, like, this is what I'm here for. I'm not here to be your F buddy. I'm not here to give you wifely duties and you not wifing me at all. Like, are you kidding me? Think more of yourself, Karina, at the end of the day. And don't think I'm preaching at you. I'm letting you know, and I'm preaching to myself if I'm preaching to anything, because at the end of the day, I've made this exact mistake, especially at age 24, early 20s. Please, you make so many mistakes, trust me, and you'll make more. But you'll learn from them, Karina, and you'll be in the place that I am now. So anyway, think more of yourself. Don't do these wifely duties to these niggas. Don't give them, your body freely, and y'all have not established that we're exclusive. We're not dating other people. We're not having sex with other people. We're not, especially if one time, because I know what it is. One day y'all get hot and heavy, and then, oh, the condom slip off. Oh, I don't want to use it no more. Oh, I don't like how it feel. Yeah, you don't like how it feel, but at the end of the day, am I going to like how it feel when I go to the clinic and I got chlamydia because you haven't got checked since 4 or 5 chicks ago? Like, that, it's just, you got to think about those things. And people might say that I'm being dramatic, but at the end of the day, these STDs are real. Okay, these STDs are very real, and it could be something you can't get rid of. You get the hurt, you get any of those H's, those STDs, hepatitis, herpes, HIV. Those you can't get rid of, and all it takes is one time for you to just be like, oh man, we're exclusive. I know in my head, what's understood don't need to be explained. I feel like that is the stupidest quote I have ever heard, because we're gonna discuss what I think I understand and what you think you understand, because at the end of the day, what you understand might not be what I understand. I might be under the understanding that we exclusive, and you might be out here, oh man, we ain't even established nothing, man. I'm still hitting it, but I'm over here with old girl too. Please, no. Get your expectations out at the very beginning when you first meet somebody. I'm letting you know, this is how I am. You can either take it or leave it. So you also asked me, Karina, if you should address your sister about this situation. Now, one thing you said in the email is that you and your sister are not very close, but I'm not sure if you guys didn't have any pictures together, anything that would make him know that that's your sister. I don't know if you mentioned your sister's name. Like, if y'all have been dating for a while, I would have thought, like, even if you and your sister are not close, that you would have mentioned her name at least. So I'm just going to assume that this nigga knew that was your sister. So that just makes him the scum of the earth, because at the end of the day, I'm assuming that y'all having sex. And even if y'all not, he's still scum for trying to get at your sister. So the only reason that I'm telling you to maybe go lighter on your sister is because, I'm not saying don't address it. I'm saying go lighter on her is because it is your sister, and she's always going to be your sister. Y'all shared the womb together. So at the end of the day, that nigga will come and go. Niggas come and go, like, whatever. But your family is always going to be your family. And at the end of the day, you can cut family off. But as far as like sisters, your twin sister, whether y'all close or not, that's still your sister, and you need to build that relationship because family to me, and I've been done dirty by family members, but at the end of the day, I've forgiven and I've moved on. I never forget, but I have forgiven and I've moved on, and they're still family. Because at the end of the day, when all else fails, when your friends betray you, when these niggas betray you, all you have left is family. So what you need to do, I feel like, and you queens can give your 2 cents in the comment section below. But what I feel Karina needs to do, what you need to do is to address your sister and come at it in a way that is not super combative. Just let her know, like, I've been dating James. I seen that you text James. I didn't see what the text said, but I see that you've been texting him. So can you let me know what's going on? Because I don't know if you let her know, because you said you're not close, so she might not even know that y'all were dating, or she might not know that how serious y'all was, or whatever. So just see what it's about. I would love to know an update on this, Karina. I really would. So if you could email me back after you kind of get the tea on what's going on with your sister and James, let me know what happened with that situation, because I want to know a little bit more. But yeah, but as far as your self-esteem, you're beautiful. I'm looking at this picture right now, and you are so beautiful. Like, back in the day, I used to want to be darker myself. I really did, because it just seemed like chocolate women just had the most beautiful even skin tone, and I've always struggled with, like, my face being lighter than my body, and like different, it's just, but at the end of the day, God don't make no mistakes on anything. So you are beautiful, and if you have to get up every morning and tell yourself that in the mirror until you believe it, then do that. So yeah, let me know, or let Karina know what you guys think she should do. You agree with my advice, whatever. If you don't agree with my advice, it's fine. Leave what you think down below in the comment section, what you think Karina should do. And I will see you queens in my next video. Love you, Karina. Like, I know your real name isn't Karina, but I love you, girl. And I hope this video was helpful to you, and I will see you all in my next video. I love you guys. Deuces.